Next week, a frustrated Perri goes over the many unanswered questions he has. What kind of mother leaves their child behind? Tane points out that there's only one person who can answer that, and this could be his only opportunity to hear her story. The next morning, having agreed to meet up with Kaya again, Perri takes out the wooden box of keepsakes that had been retrieved from his family home, claiming he no longer wants it and figuring Kaya could take it. When Kaya sees the mini basketball within the box, she recalls gifting it to Perri on his second birthday. As the two remember a shared memory from that time, there's a glimmer of hope for Kaya. She goes on to admit that she returned a couple of times after she'd left to see Perri play basketball. Witnessing Perri at a time he was happiest, she had believed that he was doing okay, and feeling it was too painful to be so close yet so far from her son, she decided to return to New Zealand. Kaya knows now that she was wrong to do so, and had no idea that Perri had believed she was dead until Jane had told her. Perri recalls the day that Carl told him his mum had gone, shrugging it off and telling Perri she died in a car accident. It all cuts deep for Perri, and the anger resurfaces as he points out that all he'd heard from Kaya is how hard it was for her to leave. Hoping they can still work things out, Tane asks Kaya to stick around in the bay whilst the dust settles. A few wise words from Theo, Matt Evans, convince Perri that he should at least be willing to give his mum a chance, but he still needs time to get his head around it all. Later in the week, Kaya visits Perri to tell him that she doesn't want to cause him any further upset, so is going to head back to New Zealand. Perri is dismissive as he bluntly says goodbye, but Tane knows that could be Perri's last chance. Is this really what he wants? Perri rushes out and calls after Kaya, inviting her to dinner that evening with Tane and Harper, Jessica Redmayne, at Salt. During the meal, Perri admits he didn't want their last encounter to end that way, and he needed to properly thank her for supporting him in court. Touched, Kaya says she's proud of him and glad to see him building a life for himself, and offers to leave her contact details in case he ever wants to call or visit. Overwhelmed by emotion, Perri steps outside. When Tane follows, Perri expresses his gratitude for all Tane has done. But he confesses that he feels drawn to leave with Kaya. Kaya is overjoyed when Perri subsequently tells her that he's coming with her, but as the two hug, Harper can see that Tane has reservations. The next day, it's time for Tane and Harper to bid an emotional farewell to Perri. Tane worries whether it's all moving a bit too fast, but Perri assures him that he's got this. Perri admits that he's sorry that he won't be around to see them become parents, but Harper assures him that they'll all keep in touch. After they wave Perri and Kaya off, they find a parting gift from Perri waiting back in the house, and Harper reflects on how good a dad Tane will be to their own child. Caught up in the moment, Tane leans in for a kiss. Could this be a whole new beginning for the pair?